Hello everyone, welcome to Grim TV पर। तो कैसे हैं आप सब? आप सब बहुत अच्छे होंगे, खुश होंगे और मजे में होंगे। Let's continue with the story of Horizon Zero Dawn. That's the intro, yeah. And yeah, one thing that I finished more side quest errands were there. Can show you the story instead of doing those side quests. They're important to gather new, what I'll say, new things like new equipment, new weapons, new dress, but not
going light.
Important for the story part. So yeah, did that. Let's go.
I trust you can at least pretend.
Main story mission. This will be the last part.
That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit.
Green tent. Not doing any side missions here. Aloy. Let's get inside. See what holds.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
But now I know.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I understand.
Open.
Too bad now
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple
Another
failures.
incident.
Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Saving these for the trail.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of
Orbital
beverages and
facility.
snacks are available.
A smaller room.
There is some mission or some, as I said, workstation. This workstation.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Talk or else. Things in here, let's go.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
There's some video, I think.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Faro Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Faro Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Faro robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth
That's
Sobeck to
Elizabeth.
shine that thin ray of light into the darkness.
That's exactly
Harris.
like Aloy.
Out.
That's what Zero Dawn is. That's what they're calling the Zero Dawn facility. That's what, like, I would facility.
doesn't make
I'd
sense.
say
Life on
welcome
Earth
to
didn't
Zero
cease
Dawn.
to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Came from that place. Is Elizabeth Sobeck, is she alive?
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
spotted.
Fucking broke. Bad. Blood. Let me go. Let's see another. Don't sacrifice. It ate him as
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Teleport.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
There is some mistake. I don't understand. There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a noble laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real...
Another playback?
Elizabeth Sobeck.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Faro plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it GAIA. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, Each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Faro robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth, thanks. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Faro robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you.
more so to it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what I, the damage that I...
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in.
Alert. Medical wing inaccessible.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh, son, guide this to my throat! Guide this to the... Shadow decide your fate.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day.
Zero Dawn. It is art in a way.
I'll tuck that away. I'd have to leave something else behind. Heavy. Hits hard, too. Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Done. I should check the door nearby. Found one. Looks intact. Now this thing's dangerous. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Eclipse. They're here.
Again, my mic was muted.
Lines look good.
GAIA. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact. You got anything better to do?
She's here!
They're giving up.
Area inaccessible.
I can hear you.
Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Follow my... She's still here?
Move along now.
Get a move on it, search. Keep an eye out.
peace.
Or not.
Of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. That's because we aren't going to be the ones designing building robots. The last thing we want is to be burning down a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower GAIA to build the robots. Not just build, imagine, from scratch. Conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Purpose.
Perfect. Clear.
So,
moment anyway.
Now it's clear.
It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. GAIA's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If GAIA was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, a Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
What?
Setting changed.
Indeed.
Never know when I might need these. I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of GAIA's machines.
He's talking about the cauldrons, like to overdrive, get access to other animals. No, they're robots basically. Machines basically.
think this is it. Elizabeth Sobeck's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Activated in. Oh.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
That's it, end of it gibberish. Path, right path.
Okay.
On a hero.
I give up. The shadow doesn't reveal all.
Not much use without ammo.
Die!
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
क्या चला है connected. Yes, come on.
Dr. Sobeck.
This'll do.
Some people might have already reached Sobeck's office. I need to be prepared for that as well. I'm done. Yeah.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the? What? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no. Maybe. Odds are she won't get it right the first time.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accord.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
This Elizabeth's office? Thing that attack again.
But would benefit from antilopinate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobeck, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I have gathered extensive data on the quaternary.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Faro's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Other option of a spider. Let's see a veil.
Full already.
Attack the game. Two.
the Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah.
Does that mean
no signs of
the
corruption?
registry master
Then what are you
file?
waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Save the mankind. Yeah, I saw them.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
What's that? Helis. That's a bomb.
Still alive.
How are you?
Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Why'd you do it? I hate.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Geron was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Let you get all the weapons.
As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away.
More about to come.
It not only grew,
and I will use those bombs again.
I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist. A simple tug of the blade,
bullets in his
and you would have bled out.
neck like a necklace.
In slaughter, I am a practiced hand.
Okay.
So why hesitate?
Person
Why fail my destined purpose?
Wonderful. Right now, no point in talking about Rost.
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no. We're in no hurry, you and I.
I will
Not
kill you
now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
don't think so. I think death, no death. I think that should be in the. What's up with words? But you're a fool.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot. But an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause.
Virus which
Shadow
affected
to
all those
sun,
machines.
dark
That's
to
Hades.
light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from
Hey,
serving an insane
I
homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it.
See,
You
See,
failed
buddy.
to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then get this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper
ना बातें
place.
करते रहे बाबा.
Exactly. The errant beast, now
What
caged, will
the-
serve her true purpose. A sacrificial act. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the
Even
forces
into the
there
east?
and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Bruh?
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall it thanks to your destruction of the network. Communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe.
I think
Do we not see the
Sun
scorching judgment of the
King
sun in these
Award
events?
will come. Think,
Your focus. Such a
Eren
powerful
will
device,
come.
isn't it?
think
And yet, so
will come
fragile.
to my rescue. Think. It's a classic movie, you know. Lord of the Rings.
So you see,
What happened then?
this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has a...
Let's see. The battle? Another 4? Not Battle of 4 and the center. I'm good.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day, soon to
Eclipse.
break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
Cannot fast forward this.
All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Eruption.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in
What
broad
was that?
light of
Was
day?
that a frost block?
Were they not approved by the sun
The-
and joined to our cause?
That's the Ravager.
many
Ravager
years
was hot too. What is it?
to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turon have ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Three. 1v3 नहीं करना balance 3 है ये. This is not balance, brother. It cannot 1v3.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. Here he comes. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either. I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars. It's down.
What does that mean? Does I have my weapons? And get my weapons. Yep.
Hey!
Yeah. 16, 24, 16.
You got our weapons back! Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with the sleep attacks.
I cannot couldn't move. Fast. Yep, I told you. I'm not afraid of him. I'm afraid of Scorcher, by the way. Yes. Okay.
Silence!
There is no silence here. Silence is herping. Corruptors.
Shadows. Kill her.
Please somebody come. I expect my people to help me. Hello.
Kill her.
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
They're gonna get alright. I do. Yeah. What is here? No? Sun King? Sylens is here. He's with his beasts. That was badass. It was a badass entry. But I thought it to be my people. Sun King Awad and everyone is gonna save me. But turns out Sylens was the one who helped me. Unbelievable.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy.
And you had everything
Happy
with
birthday,
you.
Isaac.
And you still came to
sure
help
does
me.
love his little big man.
So you're
You're
not
really
a
good at making it impossible to like you, Sylens. But
bad
I
person.
guess I
in
need
the
this.
end.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know.
Elizabeth Sobeck was
the man is a
killed
serious
by
threat.
Helis?
So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corrupted to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora sacred land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to.
I have to conceal my identity.
Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Wind must have torn down from the mountains.
Terror of the sun. Yes. Revolution completed. Okay. Main quest. On the map. Just now, can I go there? This location right now. Why? What the hell? Oh. Wow, very realistic. Can go near to that, but not there exactly. Fine, at least it will be closer. There for streaming and all, it's just too much toll. Thank you all, mother.
On fire. The embrace. Watchtower's burning. The Sentinels had time to warn the tribe.
Yeah. I'm dead.
She doesn't want to give up ground. Until she then saw another champion.
I reviewed, I think I used a lot.
Anything to protect the embrace. The gates couldn't hold. This is Hades' future. Metal. Ash.
Hi boy. Hey boy. Kitty 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 kitty. Can I repair him?
I didn't finish.
That's a death bringer. Out of context. That bringer is down.
Forget about traveling light. See them. They can't see you. For years, this is my entire world. It could be destroyed in hours. I've never heard the embrace so quiet. So dead.
That was right. The steamer?
The old bunker. Where it all started. What if I'd never found that focus? Another battle. Another defeat. The Eclipse smashed through.
After I don't have. Repetitive things. Oh, instead of the Pays off. Always. Varna for TikTok. Country TikTok is bad. We don't know anything about TikTok. And no point. TikTok is just useless stuff. Hello brothers, come on. Waiting for ya. Destroyed my bad image. The last man standing. Oh, that's all. Oh, no vehicle. You know that. What's that sound? Let's go see what happened here. Lemon's breathing.
Back to your business.
I think there is some bird above.
these will keep. More Eclipse. It's a captured Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. And I'll never reach the hatch.
That's right! Bring down the mountain!
Override
should have brought a cart.
You dug your own graves, Nora! You'll be buried in there! Now this machine rages! When their nest tracks open, we'll send in the demons to finish the job!
What happened?
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
They know.
For Aloy!
For the...
That's why they didn't came to help. Because they were themselves attacked.
Varl and Sona, they're still alive.
Sorry.
Faithless and forsaken, you will die! Back to the tainted earth! The corruption will not take hold! May the goddess remember! May the goddess remember! Tainted earth!
I was changing for the health potion. I was trying to get
The corruption will not
demon! Bring down the demon! Strike it down!
All Mother won't help you now.
Destroy it!
The Nora.
Faithless and forsaken, you will die!
Damn.
Destroy it!
We did it! We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped. I thought we would die.
No space.
Exactly, whoever was the guy, I'll make him my assistant. Aloy did it, not you. You only helped me. But I acknowledge you, the fallen.
Need them soon enough.
Not 43, damage 37.
Seeker.
Aloy, your deeds reenact the old stories. You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us.
Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches. But it's
At
nothing
this
that will
moment
keep me
also
from fighting.
he's doing such stuffs. My god.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs.
Abhi
And many
ladai
families,
ki.
goddess be praised.
Bhi nautanki kar rahe hain.
Braves, just a few. And most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that. Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming.
Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand, but they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here. I need to go inside the mountain.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure. But I didn't come here for that.
Then...
you will see.
I think that door. I think now I'll be able to access that door, maybe. Heart of the Nora. वाला इंसान तुम नहीं था, कोई तो था, मेरे को याद है।
Demons came.
All Mother has forgotten the Nora. We are a cursed tribe.
Aloy! Oh, you've returned.
Teb?
Teb.
Aloy! You've come back! The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
You knew you would survive.
Foolish woman.
This guy.
You welcome a
Hello,
curse.
Rush.
Come,
Still guarding the
Seeker, we
retreat?
have much to discuss.
Her very presence here is a blasphemy.
It's Aloy!
So it is.
The battle was lost until you came.
Thank you. You can say that. Yes.
So, you have finally returned. She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege. How was this done? By the will of All Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan.
Elizabeth.
Error. Alpha registry
What was her
corrupted.
name?
Correction. Alpha registry
Correct.
restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobeck.
Mr.
You are cleared
Sobeck.
to proceed.
How can I forget anybody's name continuously? Sobeck. Inside All Mother.
Welcome to Aletheia Cradle 9, Route 1.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Expedition. Search for...
So this is Aletheia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
Someday. That's what you always say. We want it now. It's big down
So
there.
these are
Now, Father.
artificial.
The mother's
So this was it.
where you were born.
Physical
But
aggression
why?
is not permitted.
Except yours. Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
There were kids here. I did kids.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother.
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
All these servitors.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time. Light is the color of clouds.
Let's run a jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
Something just happened. I can't leave you two alone.
Flowers can be any color.
Just let us talk then.
These are yellow
Go
and black,
away.
and they love
Sorry,
flowers.
children, but I
Here
must
they
provide you with
You're
vision.
not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there.
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
They were trapped here their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went... Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Oh. Okay.
For identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobeck. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo.
Hello, child.
Never realized.
My name is Samina.
Why not?
Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So, hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Control accessed. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human
Hello,
knowledge
child.
next to the origin of
My
one
name
girl?
is Samina.
Continue your search.
Hello, child.
I will.
My name is Samina. Today is... Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn.
Priority message for Dr. Sobeck. Please get message with focus. Malfunction.
That sounds...
Apollo offline.
Yes. I suspect...
Stein free.
Elizabeth. This message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the GAIA Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
What does that
Thus
mean?
awakened, the
Sounds
Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering GAIA Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobeck, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but beware.
Gaia has been
the virus is corrupting data throughout the system.
Kind of poison. I just Hades.
The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you.
Itself, but
you will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
That's why it got corrupted. System kind of.
So,
Elizabeth,
you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
Affected by that.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Seen anything so far. It's your past. I'll fight for your presence. That's it.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Aloy 9. Route 1 access unsealed. Identiscan malfunction rectified. Aloy 9. Route 1 access unsealed.
Upwards? But I have to come downwards. The Eclipse or Shadow Kaja will always.
This is going to be interesting.
God, they are gonna worship me, the goddess or mother. Please don't do that. Yep, Lansra was the first one to do that. No, no.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive. The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger.
Put out in open.
It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here.
Connects me to
everywhere.
Naruto also felt the same. As you treat
if you can fight
them as outcasts, as nobody, that you want to just go away from here.
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
They did something good for the woman.
Nora! Make way for Aloy, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
Let's just fix it worse. Okay.
The anointed will make the murderers pay for what they have done to the Nora.
Just as all mothers struck down
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa.
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain.
That might be best.
That's a machine.
If nothing else, it's a defensible position. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me, said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Rost's was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them.
We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of... And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was... killed?
Rost was one of the braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later. And terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo. And reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So, Rost never finished his mission?
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Banur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him.
Forbidden West?
Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him. Leaving us, the matriarchs, in a...
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast?
Yes.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward?
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
Like the child form.
He certainly tried.
What they like. Just follow the law.
You
follow.
took a man
Nobody
who'd
can
lost his
enter
daughter
All
and made
Mother
him
goddess.
raise an infant girl. Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain.
All right, dear sir, that's quite a story. It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more. But I am just one woman. Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay, I guess it can't hurt.
My life has been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
She went into awe of the mountain and was anointed by the goddess herself.
Anointed. I misread the signs.
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
She is All Mother's blessing made flesh.
Aloy. I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. But maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain...
No. At least, not yet. Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that.
Right.
Chose me. Stored in genetics of Elizabeth Sobeck. Please. I know. It's not a goddess, that's a machine. Artificial intelligent machine.
Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They said that we took fine, but they were too...
Tell me about the attack.
They said that we took ground, finally, but they were too much.
I'll be on my...
I always knew you weren't like other Nora.
Neither are you, Varl. Maybe, if we survive, I'll...
Perhaps.
See...
Done that well.
She came out of the mountain and she was changed.
I can't spare the weight.
Banuk sickness eater from outfit. Just on the thing. Nothing to get from you.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Stalkers. Hi, stalkers. One stalker.
Guarded all right.
Tiered. This I am doing because I am thinking all of them are dead. All of them come back alive, I don't know.
Save these for the trail. Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
Stocking up.
I can override Ravager, right? Luckily, we almost turned around.
Got one.
Is that freezing star?
Can't be too prepared.
Fighting for on behalf of me. Yes, thanks for Ravager. Thanks for fighting for me. Clean top. No, it's a Stanford.
Guessing I'm almost there.
Correct.
Look at my health. Where am I right now? Health is gone. Can't do any more fighting.
The snow's got a bite out
For
here.
sure. Oh. Flying.
I'll find a use for you.
Please tell me that's end of fighting machines. Can some detective work.
GAIA's sacrifice.
Right?
It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
Prepare?
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
That is just the bad work.
Don't look down.
Mother.
Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Sylens.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. GAIA's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time,
he
the
was there
machines
when
closed ranks to
GAIA
protect it.
died.
Useful.
Basically, AI was
Soon
taken
no
over
one
by
dared to
Hades.
come here. Except me.
In her message, GAIA said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage...
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed.
Exactly.
I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of GAIA's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore GAIA?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create by the same principle. It should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair, but that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you. Yes?
I need to get going.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobeck. You are clear to proceed.
Logging to...
Mind your footing.
That's my way across.
Is this way upward? Wanted to check.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found. Oh, glad that's over. Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Then up the shaft.
This must have been where they lived. What's left
There
of
are
it?
no machines here.
Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little...
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed.
Structures are there. You need the mountain.
I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well,
destruction it took
he died alone.
Sometime.
And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either.
A moment, not sometime.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a
But
chance
it's
to
Sobeck.
unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Elizabeth. What is this?
I was sitting far away from microphone. I don't know if anything got captured or not.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of GAIA Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. GAIA Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for GAIA to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for. Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. GAIA?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too
Or
close.
see that
Really. It's all right.
armor.
GAIA's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, all right?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
He's alive.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt. You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a... Look, Liz, you're a pretty
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you...
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for GAIA to think. She taught GAIA to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
plug into their heads, Les. A whole lot of history. A whole lot of so-called truth. A whole lot of noise. It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Where's the ending point? The returning point. What is that? That all the crew members? All of them. What if they thought Elizabeth Sobeck is dead? But instead they died and Elizabeth Sobeck is alive? That might be.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Something happened here. One betrayed.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel.
That's dead, Faro?
Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No.
We can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert.
What? The life. Dead Pharaoh. Betrayed.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated. Turned to dust like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void.
They started there.
When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, Sylens. Hope.
That traitorous.
The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Let's hope that Sylens does not betray me.
Try not to fall to your death.
यार नजर लगाया.
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you...
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's a code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Faro robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. I shattered.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was... It couldn't speak when I found it. Until so began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know, but the Spire was always its...
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location. The surrounding geography. Who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades had bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip us.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect...
An opportunity.
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither...
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more, besides? I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to hit a thrilling technical challenge. Especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communicate.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology.
A little late?
Indeed. I'd already outlived my... When I completed work on the focus network, Hades summoned me to receive. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive.
So when did I come into this?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest.
You've done terrible things, Sylens. But you've also done what you could to undo them. I can't say you've balanced the scale, but...
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps.
Really?
I've done all I can. From here on out, take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull.
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Sylens! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Yep, that's true. So very true. I think if Sylens wasn't there, nobody would have known nothing.
They're coming.
Yes.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you.
What? Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself. I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Sylens, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something.
Can override anything. Everything has got lost. Oh.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Go to the mountain that fell and recover that house. I think that should be enough for today. Tomorrow is not a holiday. Working day. job also first. That was right. Alright. But quality of the story, how it happened, why it happened, who betrayed who died, lived. Eclipse founded. Why is Eclipse behind all this? Was Frost? Why Frost took care of Aloy? Everything in one stream. My God. But yeah, I like the story. Like after knowing all this, I definitely like the story. But we'll hopefully next will be the last for the main story, last stream for the main story, but we'll see. We don't know how long it goes, but that's all for today. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Had a great day. And that I did a good stream, that's all. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day. Good night.